Hey, everybody, welcome back. I'm Ryan, the individual contributor. Today, I'm going to talk about parallel messaging and how I leverage parallel messaging to get more appointments. All right. But first, let's talk about what parallel messaging isn't, and then we'll get into what parallel messaging is and how I use it today to generate more sales appointments. And that could be discovery calls, demos, whatever. The bottom line is you want to get a meeting with somebody that would potentially buy your product. And I'm going to show you a way to do that through cold email and cold calling. All right. So let's take a look quickly at an email that we usually see sent today, whether it's by a BDR or an account executive or someone in marketing. Very vanilla, very straightforward. It's something like this. John, my name is Ryan with Acme Tech. Your peers are now experiencing problems with high compute costs, slow data feeds, and security vulnerabilities. At Acme Tech, we help solve for each of these challenges. Are you available for 15 minutes next week to discuss? So, at first glance, this looks like a pretty good email, right? My name is Ryan. Here's who I work for. And your peers have these problems. I'm assuming you might have them as well. Any chance you want to talk about how we can help solve that for you? Now, on any given day, it's not a bad email. It's typically what's being sent, but that in itself is the problem. They've seen 1,000 of these emails already, right? Your peers, the challenges and pitches that you want to give off of that, what you can solve for, what you can help for, and then can I have 15 minutes? The standard, can I have 15 minutes? And it's always followed by a disjointed cold call, which kind of sounds like this. Hi, John. This is Ryan with Acme Tech. Is now a good time to chat? Almost always the answer is no, or what is this in regard to? Who is this again? I'm not expecting your call. How did you get my number? And so on and so on. When you rarely do get a yes, we end up fumbling through a pitch. And then eventually we ask for 15 minutes to talk again at a later time to go through the details and how your company can help with whatever problem that you made up or think that they have. Okay. So you already have them on the phone. You have an opportunity to kind of give a little bit of a pitch, but instead you use that opportunity to be over pitchy. And then you go and ask for 15 minutes again from a stranger who you haven't spoken to yet or before. Say hello to parallel messaging. Step one, email. Here's what I have been doing lately, and I've been seeing great results. Subject, support for you. Is it the best subject line in the world? I don't know. You can mess around with this. It's just like a YouTube title. When you put a video out there, the title is everything. The subject line is too. I think this is catchy. I think it'll get an open. Time will tell. John, I help data engineers achieve sub-second query response times that surpass traditional SLAs. That's your service level agreement. And then I ask, is this something your team and business is being tasked with? Okay. So I'm literally coming out of the gate saying, in my email, I help data engineers achieve sub-second query response times. One thing, that's what my company does really, really well. I hit them with it. Is this something that you're challenged with? I've seen reply rates go up by about 5 to 10%. I get a yes, no, maybe. And in some cases, I get, tell me more. But this email is always followed by the parallel cold call. All right. So prospect says hello when I call them. Let's say they answer the phone or I get a voicemail. In either scenario, this is typically what I'm dropping. Hi, John. It's Ryan from Acme Tech. I help data engineers crush their query SLAs and achieve sub-second performance. Pause. Back to me. Is this something I can help you with? Now, I don't get into, is this a good time to talk? Did I catch you at a bad time? Can I have 32 seconds to tell you what this call is about? I get right into it. They say hello. Hi, John. This is Ryan with Acme Tech. I help data engineers just like you crush their query SLAs and achieve sub-second performance. Is this something you're interested in? I can help with. You're working on is important to the business. You may recall I sent you an email that said the exact same thing. So this is unified parallel messaging. You sound crisp, you sound clean, you're on brand, and you're consistent. In a world of inconsistency, long-winded emails, really uncomfortable, disjointed cold calls that are overly pitchy or really don't make any sense, or asking people for permission, you've already cold called them. They've already answered. It's already an uncomfortable situation. Just get to the point. So, parallel messaging, email matches exactly or almost exactly what you're going to say on that cold call, whether it be a voicemail or a live conversation. It's not a 3 paragraph email, 2 paragraph email. That's pretty vague and pitchy. It's not an email that's generated by some AI based tool. You write this email because you know what your potential buyer, your buyer persona, and the users that you help serve want to hear and what they need. And then when you cold call, you almost want to leverage that email that you sent as your cold calling script. What do you think? Helpful? Not helpful? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the individual contributor, please do so. Until next time, I'm Ryan. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.